Hi guys, the Jazzy Nerd here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Diamond the Redemption playthrough. And I'm sorry that my upload schedule was a little wonky for the past couple days. I had a thing with my friends on Sunday night that went much longer than I thought it would. I thought we were going to be done at like 7. We were done at like midnight. So I thought I would have time to upload after I got home, and by the time I got home, turned out all I wanted to do was sleep. So I slept, and I put the video up early Monday morning instead. Sorry about all that. Anyway, this episode we are taking on Byron in his Steel-type gym that, oddly enough, had a lot of non-Steel types in it. The last trainer actually had, of all things, an Azumarill. Yeah. And according to the walkthrough I've been using, apparently that's going to be standard in the remaining gyms. Having some of the trainers having things that have no business being in that gym. Okay, we need to take a look at the team because I did a butt ton of grinding. Check the team out. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a discrepancy in the levels here. River didn't go anywhere. He's still at 30. I'm probably going to kick him off the team pretty soon. Replace him with Mark Twain, the weasel that I caught like 20 episodes ago. Echo and Breeze got a couple of levels, but they're going to be pretty much useless in this gym. Clover is 36, actually almost 37. And he may come in handy. Electra didn't go much of anywhere, but Torch. Oops. Can't click on the top screen. Torch is now a powerful Infernape. Look at that attack stat. Look at that attack stat. 94. His moveset didn't change. He tried to learn close combat, which I almost let him learn, but I realized that having a move that lowers your defense after you use it probably isn't the best thing in game. So I didn't let him have that. The other bit of news is that I grinded in this pretty dang cool place called the Iron Island. It was a great place for Torch with tons of rock types. It was a great place for Electra with a few Golbat, and it was a great place for Clover with a whole bunch of Graveler that Clover could one-shot. It was the perfect place for Clover for another reason. I now have a shiny stone. I'm not going to use that yet. I want Clover to get Petal Dance first, which will happen at level 40. But as soon as that happens, I can get a Roserade, which is awesome! Anyway, let's do the gym. Okay, so I checked the walkthrough. Byron has a Bronzor, which doesn't scare me too much because it's unevolved. A Steelix, which hopefully Torch can do a little bit more damage to now that he's evolved. And a Bastiodon, which, while being quad weak to Torch's stab, I'm actually very, very worried about. Because that Bastiodon, 1, it has Sturdy. 2, it has Rest. 3, it's the first gym leader. Oops. Oh, wait. I keep going up there and thinking there's no way to go. There's this. 3, it's carrying a Chesto Berry. It's a freaking Resto Chesto set in-game, which I think is kind of ridiculous. I mean, I always thought GameFreak acted like they didn't know competitive sets. Anyway, so the good news is I thought back to it, and I actually don't think Sturdy works in this gen the way it does in 5th and 6th gen, where it guarantees that the Pokemon will survive a hit that would have KO'd it on 1 HP. I think in this gen, it's just that Sturdy stops one-hit KO moves from working, which would explain why none of the Geodudes way back in Rourke's gym were living on 1 HP, because that's not how Sturdy works in this gen. So that could be helpful. If I can one-shot the Bastiodon, that would be hugely helpful. I don't think I will, because it's level 39, but you never know. Let's talk to this guy. Ah, that's Orberg's gym badge. I see, you've defeated... Oh, they're related. You've defeated my son. Well, they use a lot of the same Pokemon, so... But that's no surprise, he still has much to learn. In place of my son, Rourke, I, Byron, will take your challenge. Okay, let's do this thing. I have Torch in the front, right? Oh geez, if I don't have Torch in the front. Okay, I do have Torch in the front. Flame Wheel. Let's see how much this does. 1 level above, and Infernape is very powerful. Ooh, almost one-shot, wow. Extrasensory. Oh, dang it. Please take that. It's a Bronzor. I think we can take that. Oh, yeah. We can take that. I'm going to guess he's going to heal now. Yep. It's okay, we're pulling out his higher bonus so we can't use them on his ace later. And like I already mentioned, his ace isn't carrying a citrus berry. So, come on, Torch, one-shot this time. Or not. We outspeed this time. Okay, that's 1 Pokemon down. Like I said, the Bronzor doesn't scare me very much. Oh yeah, and Breeze is still holding the experience share. The Bastiodon's coming in now. Keep battling. Okay. I think Bastiodon's pretty slow. Very defensive, but pretty slow. So I'm going to see if we can one-shot with Brick Break. Okay, come on, that's quad effective. Quad effective from an Infernape. One-shot his ace! Oh my gosh, we just one-shot his ace. Torch is so powerful! Torch is so powerful! Now here's the Steelix. We just one-shot his ace. And I was right, Sturdy does not work in this gen like it does in 6th gen. Wow, this is going so quickly. Does ground resist fire? I don't think it does. But Brick Break is more powerful. So let's just go with that. Got spinach in my teeth. Oh my gosh, Steelix is so defensive. Gyro Ball. Uh-oh. That could do quite a bit. I think that's the one that does more damage the slower the user is. Steelix is quite slow, so... Okay. The gym leaders in Sinnoh typically have 2 potions, or only 1. We're about to find out. Dragon Breath. Right, I forgot. Right, the walkthrough said it has that. Not stab, and not very high power. You going to heal? Yep. Full restore? What the crud? He should be out of healing items now, though. Although, next turn, I think I should heal. Or, by next turn, I mean this turn. Sandstorm. Oh, fun fact. Fun fact. Do you remember what I said when I was going through the gym trainers about hoping that Steelix can't get Sandforce? Well, my book of all the Pokemon that my boyfriend gave me, I checked it just to make sure, and turns out Mega Steelix actually does get Sandforce. Regular Steelix does not, thankfully. I think Sand Force is an OP move, because if there's a Sandstorm up, it boosts the power of 3 different types of moves. Rock, Ground, and Steel. Oh dear. Should I risk a heal? I can't afford to get paralyzed. Wrong tab. Anyway, as I was saying, Sand Force. I mean, my first encounter with that ability in competitive was on a Mega Garchomp. And see, that set can just be really, really, really terrifying because regular Garchomp gets Sandstream, which automatically starts Sandstorm. Really? Well, I don't have another Paralyze heal, so I've got to risk it this time. Automatically starts a Sandstorm on switch-in, then you Mega Evolve first turn, and your Sand Force goes off, and boosts just about everything. Ice Fang, we resist that, we resist that. Please don't freeze, please don't. You can't freeze, we're paralyzed. Ha! You can't freeze, we're paralyzed. And the Brick Break lands. Great. Ha! Dragon Breath backfires. You can't freeze, because they're already paralyzed. Ha ha! The dogs are probably thinking I've gone crazy. Okay, another fairly easy gym battle, but if I had not grinded, that would have been impossible. Still though, I can't believe we one-shot his ace. Sure, it's quite effective, but do you remember when we ran that shield on way back? That one trainer who was using all the fossil Pokemon? Yeah, that thing was taking almost no damage from everything we threw at it. And then, this goes to show that quad effectiveness is just no chance of taking a hit if it's quad effective, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And also, speaking of fossil Pokemon, so Gen 4 has like 2 different fossil Pokemon. You've got Rampardos, which is really, really powerful, but really, really frail. And then you've got Bastiodon, who doesn't have much attack or speed, but is defensive as all get out. And dog's barking at me. And get this, fun fact, really weird thing that I learned. Rampardos can learn Surf. And I mean, maybe that would be good for weakness coverage, but in-game, as an HM, that makes no sense! Surfing on a rock type? How does Rampardos even swim with those tiny little arms? Mind Badge. And I believe we can finally use, yes, Strength. We've had Strength since before Veilstone City, and we can finally use it. And that's Flash Cannon. The walkthrough said he gives you Flash Cannon. I need to see who can learn that. Okay, we've got a shortcut right here. Actually, I'm going to stop and check who can learn Flash Cannon before I even leave the gym. The dogs want to go out. Can you guys stop barking at me? Oh, also I found Iron Tail. Who can learn this? No one! Great! Looks like I'll be selling that. Because that's a special move. It wouldn't be any good on a Weasel anyway. The only reason I haven't sold my Drain Punch TM yet is because I'm hoping that Weasel can learn it. Oh. Hey, Marshall. Hey, that's a Mind Badge. Good going. You're tough enough to consider becoming the Pokemon champ. Of course, I'm tougher, so it's not gonna actually happen. Anyways, Jazzy, come with me to the library. Yeah, we went to the library early. Hey, I love books, I love libraries, I love reading. Where do you think I get all these fun facts from? Well, okay, some of them came from the internet. Here, you want me to throw this? Will you stop barking at me if I throw this for you? You can probably figure out what that was. The dog showed up and wanted me to throw a toy for her. And I'm not pressing... Oh! Lucas and Professor Rowan. Or Rowan. Gramps. Rowan's not actually your grandfather, right? Because you totally sound like Gary right now. Okay, Gramps. I brought Jazzy like I said. Alright, I'll be out of here. Rowan. Okay, I get it. Rowan's basically saying, Marshall, I want you to stay. Everyone is here, finally. Jazzy, everyone, listen. You may have forgotten already, but I study the evolution of Pokemon. But the more I study, the more mysteries appear and multiply. Pokemon that evolve and those that don't. What makes them different from each other? Do those that are immature as living beings evolve into ones more mature? If so, what do we make of the legendary Pokemon that don't evolve? Are we to assume that the legendary Pokemon are complete as creatures? Well, I should hope so. Considering how dang powerful they are, I should hope they're complete as creatures. In the 3 lakes of Sinnoh, there are said to be Mirage Pokemon. If we can obtain data on them, it may shed some light on how the process of Pokemon evolution works. I need help from each one of you on this grand undertaking. Help me find these Pokemon that are considered to be mirages. What are you saying? I didn't get no Pokedex. Really, Marshall? Nice English. And who was it that bolted from the lab before I had a chance to give you a Pokedex? But that's water under the bridge. Seeing Pokemon with your own eyes is important for you in becoming a better trainer, too. You bet, Professor. This will add to the Pokedex database and help advance your research. I would have made all of you go regardless. Anyway, now there are 3 lakes. Fortuitously, there are 3 of you. You should therefore split up and investigate the lakes individually. Lucas, you go to Lake Verity. That's the one by our hometown. Yes, sir! Marshall, I want you to investigate Lake Acuity. That would take you almost to Snow Point City. The road there is harsh and you need a tough trainer to go. Oh yeah, of course, Gramps. You know how to call it. You can tell I'm the hotness. Jeez. Marshall is starting to sound nothing like actual Marshall. I cannot imagine my friend Marshall talking like that. And that leaves Jazzy with Lake Valor, which I have already been to. Well, not quite. The lake is between Veilstone and Pastoria, if memory serves. That's probably Team Galactic. Has it stopped? Are all of you unharmed? These people haven't even reacted. That kid over there and the woman in the coat over there haven't even reacted. Let's go outside, but be careful. I'm concerned about the city. Jazzy, hurry along, but beware of aftershocks. It was almost certainly Team Galactic. Well, okay, maybe it is a good thing we came in here, because we found that lore book. That tremor, that wasn't a natural occurrence. Hey, old dude and kids, something big just happened. They're saying there was a huge explosion at Lake Valor. Kaboom! Like that. Gramps, I'm going to the lake. I have a bad feeling about this. No, he's going to Lake Valor. That Marshall can't sit still. Jazzy, I'm worried about Lake Valor, but I have no idea what is taking place. You must find out. But before you go, let me stress, don't get in over your head. We will try to join you as soon as we inspect Lake Verity. Lake Valor, I wonder what happened. That was not Lucas's voice. Okay, well... Okay, we have a couple of options now. Now that I can finally use strength, I want to head back to the Orberg Gate basement and see what we can do. I'm also much more equipped to handle level 38 Golbat now. But at the same time, I want to head over to Lake Valor and see what we can do there. Well, that's the thing with RPGs like this. Pokemon, Skyrim, things like that. Story events never go down until you actually get there. So, we can swing by the Orberg Gate basement. And I think there are a couple of other places I wanted to head back to where we can use Surf. Or, not Surf, Strength. So, that's what we're going to do next episode. A little bit of backtracking and cleanup. I will see you guys then, tomorrow, hopefully. Stay jazzy.